Oh yes, it's the Bassmaster Elite Series where we started out this 2019 season a long time ago down in Florida. Seems like a long time ago because it was, but guess what now? The end is in sight. This is the 8th of 9 regular season tournaments. All our points races are coming down to it. Everything is on the line, making it to the Classic and so forth. And we are going to Lake Cayuga, the Finger Lakes in New York. We've been there twice before. Welcome to the Toyota Bassmaster Studios. Mark Zona here with Tommy Sanders, and Lake Cayuga in those 2 times has not failed to electrify.
Here's what we've learned from going to Cayuga Lake in the past is when you think of the hallowed ground of largemouth bass fishing, you think Florida, Alabama, Texas. The one thing we've learned, whenever we go to this Finger Lake, it is absolutely at the top of the list at largemouth bass fishing, and the other side is big ones and many of them.
New York is an awesome place. That was proved at our last stop of here. Before we get going on Cayuga, let's take a look at our Yamaha Unlock the Lake.
Oh, and this is a monster of a New York lake, 38 miles long, 435 feet deep. But here's the amazing thing. Every time we go to Cayuga Lake, it fishes very small. The reason why, giant flats on the north end and the south end. Flats where they spawn, flats where they live. Really, the in-between area, it is a basin right off of the bank. And one of the anglers that is utilizing really the midsection of Cayuga Lake coming to this tournament, very outspoken, Seth Fighter.
Begging. Oh God, stay on. Freaking giant, dude. Yeah! Woo! Oh my God, Russ. Look at him. How fat is he? Give me a hug. Oh my God, give me a hug. Look at that, Russ. Freaking Kong, look at him. It's like a pre-spawner, dude.
Well, Seth Fighter with maximum confidence coming in here. Didn't wind up in the top 5 with 21.8. He's going to be in 9th place to start day number 2.
Yeah, hashtag on him, Tommy Sanders, and that's what you better be in this tournament after the day 1 weigh-in. Scott Canterbury, all over it all season long, sitting in 3rd place with 22 pounds and 14 ounces.
Well, some of the favorites for both the St. Lawrence before this event and this event on Cayuga Lake were Canadian. Here's the Canadian that showed out on day number 1, 23 pounds and 11 ounces for Jeff Gustafson.
Exactly, not to be outdone from Texas with yet another big start to an event. Chris Zaldane with a monstrous day 1 stringer.
Looking for 23-12 to take the lead. 24 pounds, 5 ounces, 24-5. And for the second time in as many weeks, that's how dangerous one says he's in it to win it.
The Elites have been here 2 times before. In 2014, it was an 85-pound winning weight in the end, and this one is more than on track to equal that, at least on day number 1. Chris Zaldane knocking it out of the park with 24.5. Jeff Gustafson right behind. Scott Canterbury solid all year long. You can't find a place where he cannot excel.
And if you look at the average size largemouth here, you're going to have to bring it this time around. And really, the one thing to notice, every single time we've been to Cayuga Lake, the mornings, the first hour of daylight, this lake is absolutely on fire.
That's a big one. Oh yeah, it's a jumbo. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yes. Whew. I'm out doing Seth's hug from yesterday. All right, 2 down. 2 of the right ones. That's awesome.
And really, the morning flurries are the key to Jeff Gustafson's game. And here's the biggest thing about it is getting a 5-pound average here is almost unheard of, especially on the second day of competition.
Yes.
And looking what Gussie has done early here on day number 2, he is right on track for that average.
5 fish, 25 pounds, 6 ounces, 25.6. And with 49 pounds and an ounce, a brand new leader in Jeff Gustafson.
Well, as strong as he was on day number 1 with 23.11, his 25.6 on day number 2, more than enough to snatch that lead away from Chris Zaldane.
And it's really been a 1-2 punch. Gustafson concentrating with the jig and then backing it up with finesse. But if you notice, really targeting largemouth. There's a lot of big smallmouth in this lake, but going off of history, you are going to win with largemouth.
Well, you mentioned it at the top of the show, Z. This place does not fish large. It's small, so there's a lot of pressure on those special spots like this place that Jeff Gustafson has found, but he has found a way to be on top after 3 days.
The Site 1 Bassmaster Elite at Cayuga Lake is brought to you by Yamaha, Skeeter Boats, Power Pole, and by Humminbird.
Well, we have reached the final day, Championship Sunday of the Site 1 Bassmaster Elite at Cayuga Lake. Here in Union Springs, New York. Gorgeous place, great summertime destination. Fantastic bass fishing destination as borne out by our scores over the first 3 days. And Jeff Gustafson, despite a drop-off in production a little bit on day number 3, still managing to hold down a healthy lead over Chris Zaldain. But we look at the whole of this field, the top 10 who are in it on this final day, and we've learned our lesson in the past 2 events. You don't count anybody out.
And this is one of those tournaments going into the final day, and you rarely see this at an Elite Series event. Every one of these anglers feels that they have a legitimate shot to win this tournament. But the one thing that we did see on day number 3, a lot of your leaders, a lot of the guys that were at the top of the leaderboard slipping a little bit and possibly opening the door for somebody lower.
Championship Sunday, I'm stoked. Definitely happy to be here. I'm in my home state of New York, Cayuga Lake.
Let's go get a blue trophy, bud.
First one to 23, 24 pounds is going to win this thing today, so hopefully it's me.
I'm just going to go fishing, and you know, I've been doing this my whole life, so I'm ready. I'm ready to do it.
Go get it done. I'd love to see it.
Going to get right on the water on Championship Sunday now, and here is a very dynamic map. Are you ready? Looking at our top 10 anglers, 9 of them, Tommy Sanders, are fishing within a couple miles of our takeoff on the north end. The reason why, giant flat, bluegill spawn there, bass spawn there, a lot of fish in this lake. A population of bass in this lake live their entire life right there where 9 of our anglers are at.
Let's start it out with our leader. We mentioned the 4-pound, 6-ounce lead over Chris Zaldain in second place. And Jeff Gustafson, despite some shortcomings yesterday, fell a little short, trying to make up for it early today.
There we go.
Oh yeah. It's a good one. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a start.
And the one common thing that's gone on this time around, though, that north flat, once you find a bass, generally you find a school. A lot of the years past, the grass was real high, the fish would scatter out, and really guys would concentrate on sand spots in this grass. This time around, there have been monster schools to be located.
That one feels better, maybe. 2 3/4. Come on, let's get 5 here.
Well, I don't know about that second fish. The first fish, Jeff Gustafson would probably like to cull out of, get rid of that one before he goes to the weigh-in this afternoon. Let's go short distance across the way and find Chris Zaldain. 2 seconds already here in 2019, and he'd like to overtake it and get a win this time.
Day 4, 4.5 pounds out. We need a big day. I've been fishing this giant flat that comes to an edge right here. Hundreds of feet of water out here. Ledge, big flat with grass. So I'm just trying to target little rock piles where the bass sit on. I just want it to be just a relaxed, comfortable day of fishing. Oh, look at that one. You gotta stay on there. Stay on there, Brownie. No, no, no. Come here, come here, come here. No, 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 come here. Come here. Smallmouth to start off. A little hard fighter. There's a couple down there with it.
Chris Zaldain doing a lot of bouncing around early this morning, and the one thing that's transpired for Zaldain, his numbers have drastically gone down through the event, unlike this guy coming off a big win earlier in the season, Jamie Hartman.
Dude, this is, I mean, I am ticking the top of this grass. It's short grass, but if it wasn't so darn slow, you know, like yesterday, I've got two big ones, a 4.75 and a 5.5 in the box. Oh, be a bass. Yeah, that's a bass. That's a big bass. They hooked up, baby. No, 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 no. That's a 6.5, baby. Oh man, let's get it started. Yes. Oh my God, that's a 6.5. We are on the right track, baby. One hook, but you know what had the right hook, and that's that Owner SXT short shank treble hook. Oh my God, has that made a difference for me this week. 100%. Those treble hooks right there are absolutely amazing. You can't get anywhere near them, look at this, without them sticking in you. And that's what I'm talking about. Whoo!
Jamie Hartman starting in 4th place. Hey, 2 events ago, he came from 10th place at Lake Guntersville to notch his win, his single win so far for this season. Let's take it over to Seth Feider. Seth Feider, who has told you that this is very much like fishing at home for him.
Exactly right. Growing up on the shores of Lake Minnetonka, said coming into this event, really said the entire season, if there's one lake that sets up for a victory, this is it. And not only that, Seth Feider said he had one of the best practices of his life.
There we go. It's decent too. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a big one, dude. Stay on, baby. Yeah. All right. Already started. Who knows? Who knows? There we go. Every time Carrie flies that drone over me, I catch a nice one. Not really every time, but 3.5. Yeah, good fish. Let's go.
Good one there early in the day for Seth Feider, and we don't try to deny it. We love these pick your poison type tournaments. Seth Feider making a move up the leaderboard. Hey, even pick your species in the case of Chris Zaldain. He's hanging in there, but he has been unseated by Brandon Lester, Jamie Hartman, and Seth Feider. Things are changing around on the leaderboard and will continue to do so. It's going to be pretty volatile on the final day. It is Championship Sunday. Someone's going to win it today here in the Finger Lakes. Cayuga Lake, the Site 1 Bassmaster Elite. Jeff Gustafson of Canada still holding on to that lead by a very slim margin. Jamie Hartman making a good positive move today, and there you see in 3rd. That's Brandon Lester. Brandon Lester still searching for his 5th fish. Had a pretty successful day so far today, and he'll detail that for us on today's Skeeter Boats Taste the Bait.
Well, it's been a good morning so far. I've been starting every morning just throwing bladed jig. I'm throwing a 1/2 ounce bladed jig, a little X-Zone crawl on the back of it. Something that looks like a bluegill, but and what there is, I don't know if you can see it right there, but there's scattered eelgrass out on these flats. It's been good, man, just throwing my chatterbait around and hope to catch 3 more of them big hammers. Make this thing interesting, but I'm trying not to think about that. Gosh, freaking mule, dude. Stay on, baby. God, that's a big one. Dude, I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm liking it. Oh my gosh, yes! Boom! Are you freaking kidding me? Look at that, that's the biggest one I've caught all week. Yes! God, dude, that's a 5 1/2, maybe a 6 pounder. Get in there, baby. Yes!
Well, look out. Lester started the day in 10th place. The last 2 events won by someone who started 10th on the final day. Currently now in 2nd place, Jeff Gustafson.
I'm ready to get a big bite. Hopefully it'll happen here. It's a little bit stressful though. I want to just like catch a couple big ones and shut the door on this. Feels decent. Hopefully it's a bass. Yeah, it's a good one. Not that good, but 3. He's marking a few down there. I'm right on the end of a intake pipe here. I just fished the whole way out, and in practice they were up kind of near the base of it, and there's actually some nice weeds up there and stuff too, but we're getting there. Gotta get 5 and then we can do some upgrading, but gotta get 5.
Solid fish right there for Gustafson, but as we've seen, a 3.5 pounder right now on this lake does not mean a lot, and one angler with 3 big ones in his live well already this morning, Jamie Hartman.
Well, I decided to start on a spot that I caught the big one at yesterday afternoon. I probably wasn't 20 yards from the waypoint, and I caught another 6.5. And I've caught them all slowing down on the drop shot. So actually, if you get sunshine, they seem to bite the crankbait better. That's a bass. I'm not gonna chance it. It's both hooks on top of the head, but I'm not chancing it. Once again, thank you, Owner Hooks. See what I mean? They're awesome. They're insane. Yeah, they're so sticky, dude. That's close to a 3. You know what's funny? Is it's been like that all week too. Both my Marshalls, it was like, joke about it. Let's talk about it, and it happens. It's crazy. Yesterday was the same way. Uh-oh. Oh my God, it's a big bass. It's a big bass. Yes! Thank you, Owner, again. Look at that, bro. Like, I know they're not biting real good, but you just get them close. Just get them close. I think they just jump off the crankbait and snag them. Whew, that's a 3.5. Come on, bro, that's the limit, right? We are pointed in the right direction.
Well, I don't know. Jamie Hartman said just moments ago, said they really bite good if the sun comes out here. I see what kind of damage he can do. Done plenty of damage already coming out of the 4th spot. All the way to the top. Chris Zaldain still needing to ignite something. Currently in 5th place and looking at the smallmouth today.
A little bluegill or something. Perch. There's one. Smallie. Yeah. That's a big one. No, it feels big. Oh my God! Oh no. Oh no. It's a 5-pounder, dude. Oh, no. Gosh. That was a giant. That was a St. Lawrence River smallie. Gosh. There were more than one. Man, that was big. That's a big one. Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh, stay, please. Oh, man, that's big. Don't jump. No, don't jump. No. No. Oh my gosh, stay on there. Oh, that's a giant brownie. Gosh. That's her twin sister right there, man. Gosh, I just had one on this big. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dude, that one I just had on was just as big. Giant. Stay on there, big girl. Oh, shoot. Ah, stay on there, please. Stay. No, stay. Come here. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, that's a big smallie. Yes. That's a big one. Dude, there were like 4 or 5 with it, all that big. Let's win this thing on smallmouth. Look at that thing. Giant smallie.
Eerily similar to a tournament earlier in the year. Chris Zaldain with a huge miss and then a giant catch.
I don't know, but that one that got off before that might have been even bigger than that. So Chris Zaldain, he says, well, let's win this one on smallies. Got some work to do, though. Jamie Hartman coming out of 4th all the way to the top of our leaderboard. With plenty of time left today.
The Site 1 Bassmaster Elite at Cayuga Lake is brought to you by Minn Kota, TALON, Mercury, and by NITRO Boats.
Only a couple of those blue trophies left for regular season excellence. This one will be handed out at the end of today. It is Championship Sunday. Jeff Gustafson started the day with the lead. While we were away, he has been at work. Lost that lead. Jamie Hartman climbed into that spot, but now Jeff Gustafson back. If he can keep the momentum going, hang on till the very end of this one. He's going to be the first Canadian to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event.
Got one of those smallmouths finally. Come on, baby. Just take her easy. Yes. Whew, that helps. Not a monster, but every little bit here.
Well, and what we've seen this season so far, if the fish are offshore, Jeff Gustafson is definitely a player. Did that last week up the St. Lawrence River. Around the corner, going to head back down to Chris Zaldain, trying to win his first event of the season.
Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh, yes. Look at him down there. Come on. Come on. Come on. What is that, largemouth? Come on. Oh my gosh, big, small. No, stay on there. No, 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 no. Oh boy. Come here, no, no, no. No, no, come here. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Yeah. Look at that big old smallie. Choked it. Spark shad, gone. Again, there were 3 or 4 with it. Yes. Big old smallie. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, hold on. Come on. Let's go.
Couple of emergency smallmouth put Chris Zaldain back up into 3rd place. Let's get over to David Mullins.
Well, we got one good one. Same place we fished yesterday, we didn't have a bite. Come in here and catch one giant. After catching that big one, I was hoping it'd be just bam, 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 but it's not. Those fish really fed up the first 2 days. They knew that front was coming yesterday, so that's the reason the weights were so high. They fed up real good.
Right there. Ooh.
And see if we can keep grinding around, see what happens. Here comes one. He got it. I watched him come out and get it. It's a largemouth too. Dude, that was cool. I watched him come out and get it. There we go. That's the coolest thing. Dude, I'm sitting there watching my crankbait come back on live scope, and I see one tracking it, and he's like 20 feet behind it, and I stop it, and the plug's floating up, and I'm gonna watch him fall, and he comes up to it, and I jerk it one time, and he eats it. That's the coolest thing ever.
Well, like a good Tennessee angler, David Mullins showing a good bit of love and devotion to that crankbait. Now it looks like he's got a little something going on this final.
You know, really, if you look at what's weird about that is a crankbait has played in years past, but just a little bit. But with the high water and the grass has not topped out like years past, that crankbait has been a major, major player. But the other thing that we've noticed with that crankbait bite, it's really played early in the day. And not only that, if you look at the conditions that these guys have had for crankbait fishing, not exactly what you want. Very slick water. With that being said, you'd better catch them in that first hour.
Seen a little bit of that from Jamie Hartman as well, another fellow who will tell you, got to do a lot of great work early in the morning, and we watched Jamie Hartman. Of course, we watched him back at Lake Guntersville right here, coming from 10th place in this special spot, making the right decision.
This is eerily similar to what actually happened down at Lake Guntersville. We always say it, oh yeah, you know, some guys in the top 10 have a chance, but rarely do you look at the guy that is down in 10th place, and that's exactly what Jamie Hartman did on Lake Guntersville earlier this season.
Well, look at his arc of performance throughout this tournament here. A steady, trackable improvement all the way through the 4 days of fishing here, and now right on track. Mark Zona here, he's got a definite chance.
I'm going to say that's our Mercury move of the day. I'm going to say that's the Mercury move of the week, and here's what's been impressive with Jamie Hartman. Throughout this event, knowing when to switch techniques every day of this tournament, it's accounted for 1 or 2 big ones for Jamie Hartman.
Get rid of some of this kink in the line. That worm dropping constantly. 13 feet of water just over and over and over. It gets twisted up. So see how it's all blocked out with grass? That's the high grass I was talking about. So it changes right here in this area. I mean, I'm sitting on one of the spots where I caught one of the big ones yesterday, and I think I got, if I remember right, I did swing on another one too. Actually, you know what?
Whew.
This right here is why I throw the drop shot. You see where that fish is pegged? And this is what I see in my seminars right here. This is why I throw a drop shot. Because it's like 100%. If nothing else goes wrong, you're gonna land that fish.
Well, nothing going wrong for Jamie Hartman today, that is for sure. Everything is clicking. Everything is falling into place for this native New Yorker who really had not much love for Cayuga Lake. He may have a lot of love by the time it's all over. They'll keep battling it out. Number 8 of 9 regular season events for the Bassmaster Elite Series 2019. We're in beautiful Finger Lakes area here in New York State. Big race going on, tight competition out there. Grab that blue trophy. Also, well, not so tight a competition in the Dick's Sporting Goods Bassmaster Rookie of the Year race. Rookie from Florida, Drew Cook, putting out a substantial lead, 63 points, ahead of young Patrick Walters, who had the lead for the first 3 events of this season.
Exactly right. Drew Cook having a big event here. A lot of eyes were on him down in the southeast. Resides from northern Florida, but he has shown all season long he has got power all over this country. Drew Cook having a great finish here on Cayuga.
Fantastic season for Drew Cook. Cliff Prince from Palatka, Florida. That's where we started our year, down at the St. Johns River. Fell a little short down there on his home waters, but having a pretty good tournament here. Currently in 10th place. He's going to go top 10 at the very least today.
Exactly. We've seen multiple win tournaments this year from certain anglers, and one angler looking to put 2 notches under his belt. Stetson Blaylock having a big time.
Best year ever for Stetson Blaylock, no doubt about that, on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Corey Johnston from Canada. Boy, he had a rough go of it last time out at the St. Lawrence River. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. A perfect storm of trouble. Today's weight, 13 pounds, 8 ounces. Not too shabby, but more work yet to be done.
Jamie Hartman, like you said, Tommy Sanders lives right down the road from here, but he would not call this his home lake. Well, he's been right at home here on this final day, and he knows he's only 1 or 2 good bites from putting this tournament away.
I'm really looking for like one guy to stumble today pretty bad. He's got the big lead. I've got like ounces on 2nd and 3rd. Gussie's, I mean, I would think he'd catch him today. 4 days long of grinding out fish. That's a lot of fish being caught. Come on. Look at that, what I tell you. Making headway, baby, making headway. Yes.
Jamie Hartman doing a little speculating, but the main thing he's done is great work, especially to start his day off with quality. He's been on quality all day long.
Definitely has, and we're going to rewind a little bit. Just a week or 2 ago with Chris Zaldain up on the St. Lawrence River, voted the #1 body of water for smallmouth bass, and Chris Zaldain, one of the most powerful on that species, had a huge tournament up there and is doing the exact same thing here.
23-12, and he rockets into 2nd place. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass.
With that effort by Chris Zaldain, the last stop, the St. Lawrence River, part of a monster season he has had. Yes, he's absolutely part of the conversation for Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Our Dick's Sporting Goods Rookie of the Year leader in 2nd place, Drew Cook. But Scott Canterbury, out of Alabama, coming up here to New York and doing so very well, has really solidified his lead.
Stay on there. Giant, stay on there. No. Stay, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Stay, baby. Oh, come here. No. Stay. Oh, stay. Don't put slack in that line, Z, whatever you do. Don't put slack in it. Come here. Oh, come here. Yeah, baby! Woo! Yeah! That's a big old brownie. Look at that spark shed. Ooh. There's more down there too. What lake are we on? Yes.
Chris Zaldain with yet another giant smallmouth, and from one technique to another, going to get out with a set fighter. Just remember this, Tommy Sanders. This is a big, big lake. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, this is a big lake. You don't need to come in so close to our dock.
Wow.
I really appreciate it.
I ain't hurting nothing.
What's that?
Said I ain't hurting nothing.
No, but you don't need to be right in
people are awesome. I'm gonna have to be in front of somebody's dock. It's like 100 feet deep, 50 yards off the bank, so I'm gonna have to ruin someone's day. What a nice lady. Megan, Megan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just random boat docking. I guess that's the deal. Nice one though. Maybe we're just boat docking the rest of the day. 2 more great biggins. Oh, biggin, biggin. Yeah! Come on! Inside grass line, what? What is going on? Let's go. Let's go. This is it, we're turning it around right here. Llama.
I'm still caught up on it being such a big lake. What a treat.
Yeah. Apparently did need to be at that dock because that is a severely good upgrade right there for Seth Feider. Moves on up into 4th place. He is just right behind the leaders as it stands right now, but the time is getting short. We're going to have the final moments when we return.
The Site 1 Bassmaster Elite at Cayuga Lake is brought to you by Abu Garcia, Berkeley, Triton Boats, and by NITRO Boats.
Just a beautiful, beautiful destination, our fantastic host city, Union Springs, New York. Like the sign says, on beautiful Cayuga Lake. It's a beautiful blue trophy that will belong to someone not too long from now. We are running out of fishing time out here on the lake. We have a great, great contest going on here on Championship Sunday. You see almost a virtual tie between Jamie Hartman and Jeff Gustafson. Chris Zaldain could join it very easily.
It's been unbelievable fishing here this time around on Cayuga, and Jeff Gustafson, literally, he has put on a display looking for a whale. Oh, now what's
awesome
happening here? Exactly right. Jeff Gustafson looking to do 1 or 2 more calls in the last final minutes.
This little bit of change in weather, maybe my smallmouths will be back on the little spots I found. Hopefully. Saw that one on the screen. Feels good. Oh yeah, that's a real one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We need this one. Oh, come on. Yes. That's a helper. Oh, sweet. All right, beautiful. That was a nice bonus. Couple more of those and we'll have a chance here. Oh, this is stressful.
Well, Jeff Gustafson, of course, does not know the standings at this point, but he rightly recognizes that he's going to have to keep upgrading if he wants to stay in and have a chance to win. Ditto for this guy right here, Chris Zaldain.
1 more. I got plenty of time, dude. I got 20 minutes. I got 20 whole minutes. And there's plenty of fish there. Ugh. Let's do this. I don't know what those guys did, but man, to come in with 5 giant smallies, oh my gosh. Oh God. Oh, stay! Ah, stay on there! Giant, dude. Oh gosh, that's a big one. Oh. Oh, stay on there, please, stay on there. Stay on there. It's the biggest one yet, dude. Ah. So nervous right now. Don't you change directions on me. Yeah. There's another good one. We got time. One more call.
Unbelievable final day here for Chris Zaldain, a huge stringer of smallmouth here on Cayuga. And a lot of people said you could not contend on this final day with smallmouth. Chris Zaldain has found himself in the hunt, but he knows he's going to have to upgrade. Well, one other angler needs one or two more bites, Jamie Hartman.
That's right, come on. Come on, big girl. Another 6.5, baby. Come on. Oh my God. Oh, your stuff is in the way. Oh no. Big blue bag, hurry up. Quick, 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 quick. He ain't getting off of there anyways. Yes! Woo! He wasn't getting off of there.
Good one right there for Jamie Hartman, and we literally have seen this. 2 championship Sundays this year with this man, Jamie Hartman.
Jamie Hartman, this is just the way we love it. The final minutes of the final day. Guys very, very close together and some do or die clutch catches at the end. The question now for Jamie Hartman, the good work he did at the start of the day, what he was able to do in the last fish of the day, would it be enough? We're about to have that all resolved right now at the weigh-in.
Came from 10th to the top just 2 events ago. Elite Series champion from Newport, New York, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. Started the day with 58 pounds and 9 ounces. Needs 17.6 to take the lead, New York. 22 pounds, 4 ounces, 22.4. And Jamie the Hammer Hartman takes the lead with 80 pounds and 13 ounces. Our final angler, your day 3 leader, Jeff Gustafson. Let's get side by side, guys. At 64 pounds, 5 ounces to start the day. He needs 16.9 to make history. If not, Jamie Hartman with 15 pounds, 14 ounces has done it. 15-14. Jeff Gustafson finishes just 11 ounces short. Your champion, Jamie the Hammer Hartman.
Oh my God, you know what, guys? This is not just for me. Like I said, this is for everybody in New York and who wants to touch it.
Get out there, he's taking it to the crowd. Jamie the Hammer Hartman, your champion, New York.
And a New Yorker wins it this time around. And Jamie Hartman really didn't get his chance to interact with the crowd at Guntersville. The weather was so bad, so threatening, so he's taken full advantage of this great, great opportunity right now. And how rare is it to win 2 Bassmaster Elite Series events in the course of a single season? And not only that, to have such comebacks, averaging his comeback from 7th place, we had a 4th and a 10th place. So Jamie Hartman has done it and done it in fine fashion today. All about decisions. That's what he said at Guntersville, and you can pretty much bet he's going to say that about this one too. He did the right moves at the right time, stayed when he should have stayed. Everything fell into place.
Exactly, and it was one of those weird tournaments that throughout the entire event, his weights just kept getting better and better. And hey, look at it like this. This guy was laid up with a back injury basically a year ago, could not get off of a couch, has turned it around, and truly is fishing better now than he has in his entire career.
Yeah, told us early in the season, oh, I've never done well at Cayuga Lake. I just don't expect much from here. Jamie Hartman takes this one. Congratulations. All respect due to Jamie Hartman for that. And one more event left on the Bassmaster Elite Series for 2019. The next time we'll see you will be at Lake Tenkiller in Oklahoma.